Jin cried alone, the unseen pain behind his absence at Jimin's birthday gathering in a moment that stunned millions. Kim Seokjin, known globally as Jin of BTS, was reportedly seen in tears after failing to attend Jimin's birthday celebration at his home. The question reverberating across fan communities and media circles alike is simple yet piercing. Why did Jin cry, and what truly kept him away from one of the most anticipated reunions among BTS members? The answer, layered with emotional weight and quiet heartbreak, reveals a deeper fracture in the group's post-military dynamic that few anticipated. For years, Jin and Jimin have shared a bond that transcends professional camaraderie. Their friendship, often described by fans as one of the most sincere within BTS, has been marked by mutual respect, warmth, and a history of shared milestones. Birthdays, in particular, have always been sacred among the members, a time to pause, reflect, and celebrate each other's existence away from the spotlight. Jin's absence this year was not just a logistical gap, it was an emotional void that reshaped the entire atmosphere of the gathering. According to internal sources close to the group, Jin had made plans to visit Jimin's residence on the evening of his birthday, as he had done in previous years. Gifts had been prepared, messages drafted, and even a quiet moment of reflection scheduled between the two. Yet, something shifted. Hours before the celebration, Jin reportedly canceled his visit, citing personal reasons that remain undisclosed. What followed was not a public statement, not a social media post, but a private moment of vulnerability. Jin, alone, overwhelmed by emotion, shedding tears that spoke volumes. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, arrived at Jimin's home carrying a carefully wrapped gift and a handwritten letter. His presence was appreciated, but the absence of Jin was palpable. Those present noted a subtle change in Jimin's demeanor, still smiling, still gracious, but with a quietness that hinted at disappointment. The room, decorated with warmth and nostalgia, lacked the familiar laughter that Jin often brought. It was not just a missing face, it was a missing energy. Speculations surged immediately. Was Jin overwhelmed by the pressures of returning to public life after military service? Was there an internal conflict within the group that had not yet surfaced publicly? Or was this simply a moment of personal struggle, magnified by the expectations placed upon him as a public figure and a beloved friend? Fans, known as ARMY, began dissecting every detail, every interaction, every silence. Theories ranged from scheduling conflicts to emotional burnout, but none could fully explain the depth of Jin's reaction. What makes this moment particularly haunting is the timing. BTS is currently navigating a complex transition, members returning from military service, the anticipation of a group comeback, and the weight of global expectations pressing down on each individual. Jin, often seen as the emotional anchor of the group, has carried this burden with grace. But even anchors can falter. His tears, shed away from cameras and crowds, suggest a man grappling with more than just a missed birthday. They hint at a longing for connection, a fear of change, and perhaps a realization that some moments, once lost, cannot be reclaimed. Observers have noted that Jin's emotional response may also be tied to the evolving dynamics within BTS. As each member grows individually, pursuing solo projects and personal growth, the collective rhythm that once defined them has shifted. Reunions are no longer guaranteed, and shared celebrations require coordination that was once effortless. Jin's absence, then, becomes symbolic, not just of a missed event, but of a changing era. Jimin, for his part, has remained publicly silent about Jin's absence. Those close to him suggest that he understands the complexity of the situation, that his bond with Jin is strong enough to withstand temporary distance. Yet silence can be telling. The lack of public acknowledgement may be a gesture of respect, or it may be a shield against further emotional exposure. Either way, the impact of Jin's absence was felt deeply. The emotional resonance of this moment has sparked broader conversations among fans and analysts. What does it mean for BTS moving forward? Can the group maintain its unity amid personal evolutions and external pressures? Is Jin's emotional vulnerability a sign of deeper challenges, or simply a testament to the depth of his connection with Jimin? These questions, while speculative, underscore the human reality behind the global phenomenon that is BTS. In the days following the birthday, Jin reportedly withdrew from public engagements, choosing instead to spend time in solitude. Sources suggest he has been reflecting on his role within the group, the expectations he faces, and the relationships that matter most to him. His tears, though private, have become a public symbol of sincerity, of struggle, and of the enduring power of friendship. ARMY, ever attentive, has responded with compassion. Messages of support have flooded social media, urging Jin to take his time, to heal, and to know that his presence, whether physical or emotional, is valued. The incident has also reignited appreciation for the bonds within BTS, reminding fans that behind the music and performances are individuals navigating complex emotional landscapes. As BTS prepares for its next chapter, the moment of Jin's tears will not be forgotten. It stands as a quiet testament to the challenges of reconnection, the weight of expectation, and the irreplaceable value of shared history. Whether Jin and Jimin reunite in person soon or not, the emotional truth of their friendship remains intact, etched in memory, marked by sincerity, and witnessed by millions who understand that even global icons are, at their core, human. The question remains, what will Jin do next? Will he reach out to Jimin directly, seeking closure or reconnection? Will the group address the emotional undercurrents that have surfaced? Or will this moment remain a quiet chapter, understood only by those who lived it? Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear: Jin's tears were not just about a missed birthday. They were about love, loss, and the fragile beauty of connection in a world that often demands too much. In the end, the story of Jin and Jimin's missed celebration is not just a headline. It is a mirror reflecting the emotional depth of BTS, the challenges of maintaining closeness amid change, and the enduring power of vulnerability. Jin cried because he could not be there, and in that absence, 1,000 emotions were born, each one a reminder that even in silence, friendship speaks. The emotional aftermath of Jin's absence continues to ripple through the BTS community. In private circles, it's been suggested that Jin spent the night of Jimin's birthday revisiting old photos and messages, silent tributes to a friendship that has weathered fame, distance, and time. His tears, though unseen by most, were reportedly triggered by a voice message Jimin had sent earlier that day, filled with warmth and subtle longing. That message, simple yet profound, reminded Jin of the irreplaceable bond they share. It wasn't just a missed party. It was a missed moment of reconnection, of healing, of reaffirming that even in silence, they remain brothers. The weight of that realization, coupled with the pressures of their evolving careers, may have been too much for Jin to carry alone. And so, in the quiet of his room, surrounded by memories, he cried, not out of weakness, but out of love. Out of the aching truth that some absences speak louder than presence.